Welcome to the new sound of online radio. Welcome to the sound of Universal Broadcasting Network. 'Cause you make me feel like I've been locked out of heaven. A mix of today's hits and hard-to-find favorites, combined with the most entertaining and intriguing talk anywhere. This is your sound. This is the sound of Universal Broadcasting Network at UPNradio.com.
Yeah. Grips on your waist from way back way. You know that I don't play. Streets not safe, but I never run away, even when I'm away. OT, OT. There's never much love when we go OT. I pray to make it back in one piece. I pray. That's why I need.
This is going to be a crazy, crazy show. Thank you, Kurt, for playing Drake. We all know that I love him. He's my new favorite artist. I'm going to see him next week. I can't wait. Going to the Forum, hoping to get backstage. I'll let you know how that goes. I am really excited. You know, he sings a lot about sexuality and all this really cool stuff. And in studio, first let me just tell you who we have, because we're going to talk to you guys a little later. But if you chime in during this next segment, people will know who's talking. Justin Sorvillo.
Oh, Sorvillo.
So I told you.
Either way,
Okay.
or Sorvillo or Sorviano.
Here's how I have to do this.
It's my Italian restaurant, Sorviano. It's nice to meet you. Here's some garlic bread for
Whatever
you.
you want to say. Are you Italian?
Buonasera, yeah.
Are you
sì,
Italian?
Sì.
Well, you know,
Buongiorno.
my maiden name is Zara, which is very interesting because the girl that we have coming on, her first name is Zara. So that's what I want.
Zara, it's you're a good people.
It's the most fabulous name, and I'm all full-blooded Italian.
Oh,
Okay.
fabuloso.
And we also have, all right, hang on a minute. We also have Clive Hawkins.
That's me.
Where's some applause for my people?
Woo!
All right.
Yeah.
All right. And you guys are going to be talking about this incredible web show that they're doing called
Office Ninja.
It's very cool, actually. I got a chance to watch it. A little bit of trouble on my computer when I first took a look at it, but then I finally got to see it. It's fabulous. It's great.
Thank you.
So thank you for joining me, and you can chime in whenever you want because I have these incredibly cool. I'll call you guys bloggers. You do all kinds of things, but you write for Elite Daily. They're out of New York City, and I'm from New York.
Very nice.
We have Zara, Barrie, and we have Sheena, Sharma. Some applause for our people.
Woo!
Round of applause.
And you guys, that's why we also played Drake, because he likes to talk about fun stuff and sexuality and all that. And you guys blog a lot about dating and sex and life in the world of a single person. And Zara, you know, my maiden name is Zara. Now I gave that away to you. How do you like that? Did you know that or not?
No,
Yeah.
amazing. I think that people who have Z's in their name are very powerful.
We really are. However, we do not have the best connection with you. So is it you or is it us? What's going on? I don't hear them that well. Can you, Kurt?
I can bump them up a bit.
Its connection's a little for some reason.
No, but they're like dropping in and out. Where are you guys calling me from?
We're in our office, which generally is pretty good.
I hear feedback. If you're trying to listen to the show or anything, can you turn it down? Do you guys hear the same thing that I hear?
A little bit.
Yeah. All right, let's keep going. And if not, I'm going to have to maybe have you call from a landline if these things still exist.
Yeah, we'll try to hold on.
I can't hear them. I'm really sorry. Is there any way you guys can call us back really quickly?
Yeah, I'll call you right back.
Call me right back at the same number. Okay.
Okay, great.
Thanks. This is live television and radio and web stuff and all that kind of stuff. And this is the kind of stuff that happens. And we just have to be ready for this kind of a thing. So why don't we for a minute really talk to you guys. You came into the studio. Love this. Called Office Ninja. I think this is going to be a huge hit. I really do. And you're the guy who started, you originated this, right?
Well, me and two other characters.
Okay.
Carrie, who's also in the show.
Okay.
And Adrian, who's an old friend of mine from Acme Theaters.
Right.
And we used to do sketch shows. And the three of us sat down and start writing, and here we are. You know, wrote a season, and we're starting our promo. Yeah.
I think that's great. Now, how many have you shot? I mean, how much have you done of this?
Well, we shot 4 episodes,
Okay.
and we were going to use it for a pilot, so it's out there now, and you could watch it on Facebook. Oh, I think we got them back.
We got our people back, but we're going to get back into this because I'm really, really interested in this and other kind of webisodes that are out there, because we were talking yesterday on the phone, and I was saying I absolutely believe this is the way that people are just going to be watching their stuff moving forward. Okay, you guys, let's hear how you sound now. Hello?
Hi, guys. Can you hear?
Much better.
Hello.
Not
Yes.
great, but much
See.
better. Okay, Zara, I want to start with you, my namesake. You are a self-proclaimed fuck girl. Now, can we say that? Because I'm on our iHeartRadio and all kinds of things. I guess we can, right? Feels really good to say that. I mean, you know, I'd like to say it 10 times in a row and just get it out of the way. Anyway.
Yeah.
So
I'm all about the girl movement, which is just a movement of being an empowered woman who's not afraid to talk about sex, who doesn't subscribe to gender roles, and who kind of keeps fearlessly out there in the world and doesn't apologize.
Right. But what does this mean? I mean, may I ask how old you are? You guys are millennials, I'm guessing. I hate that word, but is that
We are millennials, for better or for worse.
Zara is an older millennial.
I'm a millennial.
Yeah. And Sheena and I'm in like the middle spectrum. I'm 5, so I'm what you would call a middle-aged millennial, I guess.
Yeah.
Guys, I am still having a lot of feedback. I just have to know if that's us or if that's her, because I don't know if I'm going to be able to keep going with this.
I'm going to get in contact with Tony right now and find out.
Okay, can you please? Because it's really, really hard to hear you guys, and I hope it's not you. I don't know what's going on, but let's keep trying to go on. What is the fuck girl? It's you go out at night every day and just every night and just wear a shirt, say I am a fuck girl, and go pick up a guy. I mean, how does this work? Or a girl for that matter? Because I know that Zara, in particular, you said that you are bisexual and you date men and women, which is very common nowadays. So, what's a fuck girl, please? Thank you. I feel very authoritative asking that. What is a fuck girl, please? Zara, do we lose?
Yeah, sorry, we lost you for a second. So you're asking what exactly?
What's a fuck girl? Yeah,
what does a fuck girl do?
Yeah, like what do you do? Do you wear t-shirts at night and go out and just like carouse for people, or is it an attitude thing?
I'm in a committed relationship, so
Okay.
fuck girls can also find love. But I think that the main point that we try and make with fuck girl is that being a girl, you're sort of supposed to be soft and subtle. You're not really supposed to swear. You're supposed to sort of play by the rules. And being a fuck girl just means that you don't subscribe to that trope of the nice girl, and that you really just are yourself, whether you're in a long-term relationship, whether you're out partying and drinking, whether you're killing it at your job. You know, it
Then
doesn't
I am
mean
a
that you're
fuck girl.
necessarily a party girl.
I am definitely a fuck girl then. I will call myself that. Then I am absolutely part of your club. No doubt about it. I think it's very cool. I love the stuff that you guys write about. I love your perspective about dating. Tell me a little bit about some of the things that you write about that have really become very popular, because I know you guys are really getting a following out there.
Yes. I would say for myself, one thing that I've really tried to do is I always felt like there wasn't a lot of lesbian. I identify as a lesbian. But I felt like there wasn't like a lot of queer voices out there that were talking about regular dating stuff. I felt like most of the queer media really focuses on politics. A lot of it comes from an older, maybe a little bit more of a negative voice. And I, as a queer young person, just wanted to read articles about love, articles about dating, articles about just navigating your way as a queer person in the workplace. So that's kind of what I've built. Is I write about sex, I write about dating, but from a lesbian perspective. And I don't believe that all sort of, gay news out there has to be politically driven, because the personal is political as well.
You know what? I almost don't like a lot of the labels that are put on people. I'm so sick of it. Queer, gay, this and that. Can we just be human beings? I'm really on a crusade that we are people. I was saying to my husband, who actually hosts a really, really popular radio show out in Los Angeles here, I said, can we just peel back our skin? We don't know our skin color. We don't know any of it. We just are who we are. It's really getting to me. I think a lot of what's going on with the elections have really put this to the forefront, at least for me. I feel like there's so much out there about queer and gay and colors, and being a gay person, don't you almost feel like, why do you have to even identify? Because I hate to say it, but who cares? Or is it better to identify so that it gets it out there?
It's interesting because the younger generation, Generation Z, is very sort of anti-label, and I think that they will be the generation that sort of strips us of these very oppressive sexuality labels. But I also kind of am empowered by calling myself a lesbian, because to me it's not something I'm ashamed of. I don't care what anyone's sexuality is, but I think that there's so many people out, there's so many kids out in other parts of the country that like the same gender, that are feeling ashamed, that grew up thinking the word gay and the word lesbian was bad. So I like to say, you know what? I'm a lesbian. I like being a lesbian. It feels good to be a lesbian. And I'm just, my reason for constantly saying lesbian is that it loses its negative connotation. And I think once it does, then we won't feel the need for it. But I don't think we're quite there yet.
I think it's really important, though, to bring it in the forefront. I've had so many friends, so many family members who were gay, lesbian, who had to hide. And I thought that was so sad. And they spent so many of years in their life hiding. So this is a personal interest of mine to sort of get it out there and just say, peel your skin back. We're all the same people. Your sexuality, private, doesn't matter. So I think it's great, whether you put it in the forefront or not. I just think the conversation in general is really important to get out there because who cares, essentially? It would be great if we could all get to that point where, why does it matter?
Agree. And that's why I like to write, just regular dating articles. Because when I was a kid, I thought that one of the reasons I was so scared to come out and it took me so long was because I thought my life was going to be really hard and it was going to constantly be this uphill political crimes happen. I thought that, if that was going to be this pressing sort of identity that I had to hold. But I try and write articles just about my day-to-day dating life so that the younger kids can read it and be like, oh, well, I'm going to go on dates just like everybody else. I'm going to have my heart broken just like everybody else. I'm going to get too drunk and feel embarrassed about it the next day just like everybody else. My whole life isn't going to be, and gay people do the same exact things as heterosexual people, and your whole life isn't going to revolve around this identity.
I have plenty of people even now who I think are just sort of, you can clap, why not?
Love it.
Thanks, guys.
So, okay, as millennials, what's it, straight or gay? What's it like? You're from New York, my home, well, New Jersey, but I'm New York too. What's it like?
We're tri-state.
We're tri-state people. So what's it like when you're out there now dating as a millennial? Or that's another thing, by the way. I'm kind of sick of all those labels too. I'm just sort of down on labels. I don't think it matters if you're 30 or 40 or 20 or 50 or 70. I mean, people just kind of need to get out and just mix it up, don't you think? I mean, am I wrong in that?
Yeah, I think honestly, the word millennial is so irritating to me. And like you said, why do we have to put a fucking box on everything? Why can't we just be human?
Right?
Yeah.
No, but I really feel this way. I mean, I'm sort of out to break down a lot of those stereotypes, whether it's about age. I mean, as long as you try and do your best to be authentic and whoever you are, try and be as authentic as you can. But instead of always fitting into a label of, you got to be young, you got to be this, you got to fit into this demographic. I don't know. I'm not a millennial, but I have to tell you, I like all the music. I like Drake. I like all the same music as the millennials do. And, people I know in their later 30s, 40s, and older are like, oh, my God, you like that? I'm like, yeah, I fucking like that. See, I said that word. Because I really do. So to me, you just cross it over, right?
So, yeah. And it's interesting you say that because I think, especially in New York, where, New York is, such a transient city, so people are always coming and always leaving. And I think that's a lot to do with, why I find, as a straight woman dating in this city, it's so difficult to pin a man down, a man that you actually want to pin down. It's all of the things that we millennials, quote unquote, are experiencing, commitment phobia and not communicating in a very, very transparent way, even if that means texting when we should be calling, whatever it may be. I find the same problems amongst some of the 30-something men I've dated, and probably even some of the lower 40-something guys out here in New York particularly, or maybe in urban areas in general, are just experiencing the same dating issues that 20-somethings run into. It's kind of a global phenomenon.
Now, this is Sheena talking, right?
Yes.
Okay, because you date guys, right? And then Sheena, and then Zara, you date primarily women, correct?
Only women.
Only women. Okay, so this is very easy. Zara dates women. Sheena, you're dating the guys. Okay, so let's get to you for a minute, Sheena. Because, I have so many friends that are single. They can't pin a guy down. I have one friend in particular. Oh, my God, she's gorgeous. I mean, she kind of looks like a Playboy bunny. Really spectacular. She can't get her boyfriend to settle in and get married. And that's what she wants. I said, why don't you just forget it and just, live because you're happy? And she said, but that's what I want. And she said a lot of people in her generation are just, they can't commit because they are running around a lot and they're sleeping around with various people. And when it finally comes down to sort of committing and being with one person, they just can't do it. Do you find a little of that? You guys can chime in.
It's the pressure.
Oh, the pressure.
I mean,
Oh my God, these guys are sweating. These guys in the studio are sweating just hearing this. But no, what do you think about that? Is that true? Is it hard for a guy to commit?
I mean, yeah. Listen, you know what? I started off at Elite, kind of like as a man hater, blaming this whole hookup culture phenomenon on men. But I have to say, really, that it's a product of the behavior of men and women. Maybe men started it, but women have kind of bought into it as well. And now we're all running around with this idea that we can have whoever we want at any given moment. We can call up a guy at 3 a.m. the same way we can order Seamless at 3 a.m.
Is it that easy to get you guys? Is it that easy? Yeah. You just pick up the phone and go, "Hey, here
easy.
Now."
There's
that
an app
easy.
For that.
How do you even have these stable of? Wait. Where do you get these stable of men? I mean, what are they just? I'm serious. They're just what? I guess the apps and stuff. You're just going on there. I mean, I've been married for a while since I was younger, so I don't know. I haven't done any of this stuff, so.
We'll eat right out of your hand. I mean, it's we're just, they're a stable of men, literally. It's just like, oh, you like my shirt? Oh, I like
that
you.
That's
You're
true.
awesome.
I have to say, this is Zara speaking.
Okay.
I did a social experiment where I went on straight Tinder to experiment with lipstick colors to see which lipstick color men liked the most. And since I had nothing in, I was like, in men, I was like, oh, I'll be the experiment. And I could not believe how many men, it was like stables of men. Like I couldn't, it was like thousands and thousands of matches. And like to match with another girl, like to match with a lesbian on Tinder is hard. Like she's Googled you, she's checked out your profile, like she's investigated. If you match, it's rare. But guys will match with anyone and talk with anyone. I mean, I'm making sweeping generalizations. I couldn't believe it. I was like, if I was a straight woman, I could go out and get laid
any night of the week.
Any night of the week, and I actually felt a little bit about it.
I say
like,
ooh
I'm
for this
missing
reason.
out.
No, but I say ooh for this reason because not everybody's pictures are what they seem to be. Like my girlfriend showed up and she did one of those things, and the guy was like 5'6", and she's taller, and she goes, Deborah, I just didn't know what to do. When he stood up, he was up to below my shoulder. So it's very deceptive too, that whole like hookup culture.
But he's
right?
got chutzpah.
I guess.
Yeah. I will say this, and this might be just unique to New York, but it's that paralyzation. When you know that you have so many choices at your fingertips, it's a paradox because you can have anyone, so you kind of drive yourself crazy. You think, okay, well, guy A was awesome, but guy B is better. Maybe I should go see him. But, oh, what about guy C? Maybe he's even better than guy B. And you sort of like play into your own fear of ending up alone. You kind of perpetuate it for yourself.
That would be me. No, that would definitely be me. I'd be like, oh my God, I don't know what to do. I don't think I could handle that whole thing of running around with like 10 people at the same time because I don't know. I would be wondering if they're running around with 10 people at the same time. And that would kind of piss me off. And then I'd get mad about it. I think perpetually what everybody's looking for, I could be wrong, is really to meet somebody that they can love at the end of the day. Am I right?
Yeah, and that's what I was going to say, is I also think that we use, there's so many options and everyone's hooking up and it's like, this culture, this hookup culture is destroying love. I think we use a lot of that as an excuse because the moment that you do meet that right person and it clicks, all of your fears of commitment walked away. At least for me. It's like I am the most, this is Zara here, but I'm like such a commitment phobe. I like date a lot of people. I don't want to commit to anyone. But then the moment I met the girl that I'm in a committed relationship with now, all of the fears of commitment were suddenly melted and I wanted to be with her. So I think that we use it a little too much as an excuse for just not having found the one.
I think you're right. I think a lot of it is an excuse like, hey, I'm a hard ass, I can do stuff, or as you guys would call it, I'm a fuck girl. But at the end of the day, that's kind of like a little bit of a shield. It's like, what I really want to do is find somebody. So I'm just going to go out, meet people, hook up, whatever, until I do find somebody I like. Whether it lasts for an eternity, nobody really knows. I mean, I feel like I've been married for an eternity. So my husband heard me talking this morning, and he's like, Deborah, what are you saying? Because I was on the phone, actually, with my publicist talking about this. He goes, what are you saying? I said, nothing, just relax. But, you wonder, I mean, is that what everybody's ultimately looking for, to be together forever, or not, through the columns and all the stuff you write about dating?
Yeah, this is Sheena speaking. I will say the biggest problem I've encountered probably is that, yes, we all want the same end goal. We all want to be in love. All of the guys I've dated, hooked up with, whatever. I think it's just, you have to meet someone that syncs up with you. Like, the biggest issue I run into is we're on different timetables, If I'm 25 going on 26 and I'm dating a 27-year-old, he's still kind of immature. So then I think, okay, maybe I should be up because the older guys will want something more serious. So it's really just a matter of, like, finding someone who is compatible with you and, like, just as lost or just as not lost in life as you are, if that makes sense.
Absolutely.
Yeah, like, I don't think it just boils down to just pure, love to be the foundation, but I think Sheena's right in that you have to be in similar places in your life. And, like, at the end of the day, love is not the only thing. Like, love is not enough. It's a huge part of it, but it has to be, like, I could love somebody, but if this person isn't a hard worker, or this person is disrespectful, or this person is a serial cheater, well, screw that. The love isn't enough to keep us together.
Right. Or this person doesn't prioritize time with you, which is a big thing.
Now, how can people out there find you? How can they look you up?
Well, we are all over the internet. We write about 3 lengthy editorials a day for EliteDaily.com.
A day? Wait, you write 3 a day?
At least, right?
Wow. That's a lot.
Like, already today I've written about Brangelina. I've written about letting your significant other pay for you. And I've written about love.
I like that.
Not even
So do I.
Right? I like that. Oh, gosh, I wish we had more time because I want to hear, like, for 1 second. Do you mind if I ask, what about the whole Brangelina thing? And you guys, please chime in. What about that? So he was a cheater? What a jerk. He did it again?
Ugh.
While she's at home slaving and cooking for those 7 or 8, 12 kids that she's got?
Yeah, I don't really I don't know if, obviously not in their relationship, but the thing that's pissing me off that I have to get off my chest is that everybody is acting like this is the best thing that's ever happened to Jennifer Aniston. And it's like, meanwhile, they got divorced 12 years ago. She's, like, been in over 20 feature movies since then. She's won awards. She's won a freaking Emmy. And, like, they're acting like, oh, my God, the day her ex divorced is the best day of her life. And I think it's, like, just another way that the media pits women against each other.
Yeah. The media is just so stupid. I mean, they're sitting there going, ha, she got her revenge, ha ha. And you're right. I'm sure she's moved on and whatever, but that's just the media being stupid. I know how that goes. All right. So again, tell us how everybody can find you, because I really want to have you guys back on. I think you're amazing. I really do. I think you're interesting.
Well, so much fun. Thank you so much. I have a Facebook writers page, which is Zara Barrie Words. And we're also on Instagram, Twitter, and Sheena, what about you?
I'm also on Facebook, facebook.com/SSharmaWriter, and I'm on Snapchat where I do daily single girl series, and people love it. So they can follow me on there as well. Just search my full name, Sheena Sharma.
Okay.
Yeah, if you search our names, we're all over. We're all on every method of social media possible.
All right. Will you friend me as well? Because you know my name now, Deborah Zara Kobylt, on all those. And then later on, we can, like, Instagram each other, Facebook, tweet about it, the whole thing. Let's just get it all out there.
Yeah, exactly. This is so much fun. You rock. You're awesome.
You're amazing. And I'll see you when I come into New York in a couple weeks. I'd love to look you guys up. It'd be fun.
Great. Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, cool. Thank you for being on. Thank you.
Woo! You go, girl. Yes.
I love this. I really am on a crusade. You can ask Riley.
That was awesome.
Yeah, no, they're great. Because I just really think there's way too many barriers for so much. Age barriers, sexuality barriers. Just
Race.
Like, let it the fuck go already. Yeah. So, anyway, here we are to you guys. I'm so excited about this. Can we play a really... Wait, we have a clip,
And
right?
now for something totally different.
This is about a minute. I really want everybody to watch this because this is really terrific. It's really, really funny.
Prepare
I really
yourself.
got this. Are we ready? Okay, here we
I
are.
hired a ninja! What? My notes?
I love him. That ninja is everything I've always wanted.
No! Ninja what? Ninja what?
Ta-da!
And I bet he wears black underwear.
You know what? It's all right. It's all right. I'm gonna kick the ninja's ass. Some people get their kicks from stomping on a dream.
That was great. Woo! Round of applause.
Yes!
I love it. That is going to
Winner.
be a hit. I love that. I love
Thank
the
you.
tie too. Kurt brought that out too.
Yeah.
My bored up guy goes, "Love the tie." It's like, yeah,
you.
I
Thank
do.
you.
That's
Brings out
there's
my
so
eyes.
many little touches in this that are really, really funny. I have to watch it a couple times to get it. So this was your brain child, right, Clive?
Yes, and,
you thought about
yeah,
this.
yeah,
and
two
Justin
other guys.
Sorvillo. I'm so sorry. I did say your name wrong earlier.
Sorvillo, it's all the same. It's all the same language.
Are you
It's
like
so beautiful.
full-blooded Italian? Is
No.
this what I'm doing here with it? No, okay.
I'm half Polish, but it's
You're
you know.
Polish and Italian?
Yeah. How
Oh,
about
my
that?
kids are half Polish and Italian.
Uh-oh.
So what a combination.
Polish.
huh?
You get that like you know. I don't know.
Well, I don't know what you get.
Stella. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess. And then the Italian is the loopy side, but it's more it's the fun
Italian
side.
is romantic.
We are. We really we're that's another conversation. But so obviously you, Justin, bring a whole lot to the table because you're funny and you know, your character, do you incorporate a lot of who you are in that or
I suppose it's just, you know, I wasn't really a jock in high school. I was more of a theater kid, so I would always kind of see the jocks. So this character is kind of a grown-up version of those jocks I used to see. Like, what if one of these guys, like, you know, grows up and is working in an office and, you know, is still kind of living in the past. You know, like, there's talk of, like, he has a trophy back at his little high school, and, like, he used to be the team captain, and he's, like, still trying to be the team captain. But
where did you grow up, by the way?
Massachusetts. Sudbury, Massachusetts.
Right, so it's quiet, small little suburb in Massachusetts.
Yes.
I get it. And maybe you went to a big public high school.
Yeah, a very smart public high school. One of the smartest, I believe. I was not, but yeah, it was. I did theater, and
And that was about it, huh?
yeah, I did. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I was like, well, I've got this play I'm gonna do. I've got homework, but no, I've got this play at the end of the day, so I gotta.
My kid, whose name is Justin, is really into theater. So I get the whole thing. It's a different kind of intellect. It really is. I mean, you can't sort of compare yourself to somebody who is like a bio guy. I mean, you know, a biology guy, that's cool too. We need biology people, but we need theater people too to entertain the biology people who are boring as hell.
That's what I always said.
Right? So there you go. So consider it a big plus, you know.
Thank you.
Those jocks need you now.
Yeah, that's right.
Because they're boring ass jobs and now they got to get up and watch this.
Oh gosh, I hope so. I don't even know where they are. So it's but probably doing you know, working in an office, being this guy. Like,
probably.
What's up, bro? How you doing?
But isn't it funny though how all the little things in our lives just sort of come out later, and all the little things that had an impression on you, like these jocks, and now you're incorporating that into your character.
Yeah, it's very interesting. A bit angst, a bit of angst perhaps, but no, it was so much fun, and it's all improv.
Mm-hmm.
So you know, you just kind of come in with this choice of I'm going to be this guy, and you just like think of jokes on the spot, and you know, there's
I tune you in more angry, less angry.
Yeah, and it's great with the right director.
So when you say it's all improv, explain this to me. So
Okay.
I'm very enamored with this whole concept.
Every scene, the writers and I and the creators, we already have a way for the actors and the characters to go. It's already written down, but everything in the middle, we have basically actors, gifted actors, like brilliant actors like this guy, and the rest of the cast basically just play with the scene. And I just pick up some of the parts, and then if it's too less, I just more emotion or less and bring it up or down, you know?
So you're kind of you're an actor's director is what you are.
He is. Yes.
Well, first
very
of all,
much. Yeah,
he's
he is.
an actor, so he gets it. That's so important.
And he does improv too, live. So
Where can people see you when you do your improv?
At the
Impro.
Impro. Yeah,
Impro
the
studio,
theater
Impro theater, yeah.
on Vermont.
Impro?
Yeah.
Not improv. It's called the. Boy, that's confusing. What's it called?
The Impro Theater.
The
Impro.
Impro.
No V.
theater. Okay. All right.
Skip the V.
So, but that is your background. You're an actor. You do improv.
Yep.
So you thought of this whole thing, this Office Ninja. I just think it's brilliant. So you came up with the concept, and then what?
And two of the other cast members that's also producers on the show, they came, to me, and we all just sat down and started writing scenes. And then the next thing you know, we're like, all right, let's film this. And it's like, we have no money. We'll film it. It's like, let's do it.
We'll still film it.
We'll still film it.
Yes, we will still do it.
And we'll do it really fast. Guys, we have no money, but if we get picked up, we'll get some.
Yeah.
Hopefully, right?
Yeah,
So,
and then just keep on going. So.
Yeah.
2 weekends, right? We shot it.
We shot it in actually 4 days.
Yep.
4 days.
Where did you shoot it? And was it, how did you even pick your people to be cast in this thing? Did you know them? Or?
Most of the actors I knew from Acme Comedy on La Brea. And, and then we had auditions, and then Justin got picked up there.
So you didn't know Justin?
No, I did
No,
not.
do you
What
believe
a
it?
find, huh?
I know.
What a find.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, it was like the most fun audition ever. It was at the Kaz Studios. If you're an actor, you know where Kaz is. And it was like Actors Access, which is another self-submission casting thing that actors can do. And saw Office Ninja and went and auditioned. And it was just a bunch of improv games. And it was like the most fun audition ever. And I got it.
Give me an idea on what you
awesome.
do when you audition somebody. So when I come to audition from you, what will you have me do?
Well, it's like drinking games, It's
Oh.
just improv
So what,
games.
you have some vodka in there? And you take,
Without the alcohol.
that sounded like fun. I thought, wow.
We had a
holy shit.
very good time.
Just here, take a little bit of vodka and then let's go.
Let's
for
go.
it.
I'm brilliant.
Wow. So no, but what do? You just like. I'm glad you guys are having a good time.
It's more or less drinking. Yeah, it's just take a shot
so
and
it's just
just
a pile of drunks on up there. Is that what's going on there?
Once again, without the alcohol, but kinda.
You should have a drink. You should have a drinking episode where like there's a drink. I don't know. People are drinking at the office or something.
Office party.
the truth comes out.
The truth comes out.
Yeah.
And that's what you can call it. The truth comes out.
truth comes out.
Look, there's episode 5 right there. Okay.
I'm using you.
You've written
no,
it. We'll give you
need
credit.
Me. No, you need me. No, you need me in it. Is what
That's
you need.
Yes.
I am a
Yes.
No.
Oh my God.
No, I am a character. There's no doubt about it. You let me go free with improv, forget it. You'll just be like, should we use that? So
Well, that's what I thought they would be saying about my stuff, but fortunately, most of it got in. So I was like,
oh no, I'm
boy, I
saying
hope
it's
this
good.
works.
Yeah. So all right. So then you do a little bit of staging stuff, and then a little bit of you just say, okay, go.
Just expand on what you're like doing. And if I need your character to be more angry, like his character is like hates the ninja throughout the whole show. So I'm just like, more angry.
Yeah.
Just get more angry.
You really hate him, or you think it's just an idiot? You just hate him.
Well, it's kind of like my office, like to start out with.
Right,
it's kind of
right.
like I think of myself as the guy who like runs and is the coolest guy in the
He
office.
used to be
and,
the
like,
alpha.
Like all the girls like me, and I'm like the shit. And then the ninja comes in, and everybody likes the ninja. So I'm like, hold up. Wait a minute.
I was the cool
Oh,
guy.
yeah.
It's like, yeah.
And then I'm like, I'm gonna kick the ninja's ass.
Yeah.
And then you'll see what happens.
Comedy ensues.
Comedy ensues, yeah. But I'm like, for like the first 2 episodes, I'm like just angry the whole time.
Who else is?
but it worked.
Who else is in this? Anybody we would know? Mostly theater background, comedy background. I'm imagining.
Dave Cox, he's a magician. He plays the boss.
Oh, okay.
He's really funny. A guy named Chris Sheets, who's he's the guy with the puppet, and Brittany Fiola, wonderful actress, Karina.
I love The Office. I mean, I love the way it's set up. It's just cool looking. It's like your typical cubicle-looking office,
That's
right?
actually an office. That's
Well,
actually.
This is why I'm telling you.
That's actually a real office.
Yeah.
No, there is a difference sometimes, right? When there is a staged office, you could just tell it's a real office. You could tell you walked in there and sort of did your thing.
We definitely did. Yeah. And I don't know if they've seen it yet, but
Yep.
yeah.
That's
we
why the
did it.
shooting schedule was so short. 'Cause it's like, all right, they're coming back, so we're gonna have to. Yeah. We're gonna have to go.
Hurry up! This is during the lunch hour already. We have 1 hour to do this thing.
Run. It's like,
Run! We have 1
Let's do
hour
our
to do
thing.
improv. So, okay, what's your goal with this thing? Or how can people see it? Where can they see it?
yes. Go to Facebook, Office Ninja TV series, and then
Little slower.
yeah,
Wait, say it again.
on Facebook, Office Ninja TV series, and then you could watch the first 4 episodes, which are the pilots, and
And you're on YouTube.
Yes, it'll go straight to YouTube. So just check out.
Right, because
Facebook.
that's what happened. I clicked it on and I went straight to YouTube,
Yeah.
and then I was having some trouble. I'm like, wait a minute, Riley, I can't see it, but I finally did.
Okay,
So
cool.
no, I'm sure it was something I was doing. So what's the goal here? I mean, obviously you want to get sponsorships. Is that becoming way more popular? These web series things that people are just. I mean, this is your show essentially.
I mean, you got to create your own doors.
No, you really do. Because if you're sitting there and waiting for a door to open when
It's
there's
never gonna
12
happen.
layers at a network, if you're lucky if it happens, but most of the time it just ain't happening.
In this town, it's never going to happen.
I love that people are just putting their own great stuff out there. And if it's really interesting, somebody's just going to see it and pick it up, which is what's going to happen to you.
All right.
So the goal is, do you have any sponsors right now?
Not yet. We're basically after a week from today. I think we're going to have another meeting with the producers.
And who are they? Like, what are they affiliated
They're
with?
also some of the actors on the show. So,
but are they affiliated with any other shows that they've done where they can go out and get you some sponsorships?
We're definitely starting from scratch. So
yeah,
this
but I
is-
love that. So what are you targeting? Where do you see this show? Who do you think you can target to sort of support it?
Everybody, I guess. It's marketed to everybody who has lived in an office or worked in an office space. So it's just something different and new. And
Why don't you get Staples to support it or something like that?
That would be awesome.
That would be pretty crazy, wouldn't it?
Go
It
after
just
that
might
kind
work.
Of stuff. Go after like coffee companies or whatever, because you're gonna have coffee in your. You really do need me. I
Actually,
think.
green tea. Once the ninja shows up, green tea.
Green tea,
Oh,
definitely.
green tea.
Yes.
There you go. You got your green. Go to Lipton,
yeah.
okay? Just make it
Yes.
simple. Just go make it simple, or go for the small little companies that are trying to also get themselves out there. So the goal is, do you want to keep it as a webisode and get your own sponsorships and control it? Or do you want somebody bigger to pick you up?
we would love somebody bigger to pick us up.
I know,
but,
ultimately. Isn't that always the
ultimately,
goal?
yes. But right now, I know the reason why we did this so low budget to show people that we can do it with low budget.
It's really, really funny.
Thank you.
I know. Doesn't it make you wonder? Okay, somebody's calling me, and it's an unknown number. Should I pick it up? I bet you it's my husband. And
Let's
he's
talk
like,
to him. Let's
"Huh?
figure
No,
out
yeah,
if he
let-
wants to sponsor us.
Yeah, right. Let's start right now.
He might. You never know. I wish he'd call back. I think that was him because it would be funny to put him on. And I'd be like, you do know I'm doing my show now. Right? And he'd be like, oh, shit. I call him on his show all the time. He does a radio show here in L.A. all the time. But I have to time it in between his commercials. You want to talk about commercials.
Oof,
There's a lot of them over there. But
You don't call him during the air like, we need to talk.
I have done that. I'd be really pissed off. I have done that. I'd be really, really pissed off, and I'd be like, "You need to put me on right now," and he would do it.
Yes.
Cool.
But
That's
now,
awesome.
yeah, he would do it. He's afraid, so he.
Good.
Yes, I do.
Good.
In fact,
good.
yeah. Anyway, so that's another show and another time. He comes in here sometimes and does it with me. Let's get back to you. Way more interesting. So you wanna get sponsors, picked up webisode, but that's what I mean. Like,
Well, we're also we might actually go back to our old stomping grounds, which is Acme, and
Right.
we're affiliated with them. And most of the people that are on the show is from Acme. So we want to see if, through there we can also create doors. It's all about creating doors. now.
even something like, can they throw a couple of bucks your way, $50 a month? I don't know, just something, and then they can say, hey, don't forget everybody. Some of our people, they're doing Office Ninja. Look it up. It's kind of a reciprocal thing, and then you put in a little corner. Go to Acme.
Acme.
When I hear Acme, I always think of the Roadrunner.
Sure, yeah.
I
yeah.
can't help it. I hated that cartoon anyway, but I do know that Acme.
Aw.
I did. It felt very violent to me as a little kid, but I was a little girl, and I just thought, oh my God, this is terrible. This poor little guy keeps getting run down. But it was Acme product, right? So whenever I hear that, I always think of that. I can't help it. So anyway, so that's the goal.
Yeah, there's just so many like roads, and it's like we're gonna probably go on every single one and figure out everything, every single fork on the road.
So you've got these four. Do you want to do another one, or you're just going to wait and see how
right
you're
now,
perceived?
We're waiting. We have to wait because we're basically having people to check it out and see if it's good enough, and that's what we're doing. We're hoping
Yeah.
that people actually check it out, comment. on the
Comment,
show.
please. Yes. YouTube people, comment.
Even
Let
if-
us know what you think.
Even a negative one will be fine.
It's
Yeah.
it's such a road, isn't it? It's like, and you never know when you wake up which door is going to open. It's very exciting, I think, but it's also
yeah.
a little bit anxiety producing because you think, uh-oh, the phone didn't ring today. Will it ring tomorrow? But it really does make you wake up every day and do something for
Yeah.
your project, right? Keeps you
Absolutely.
interesting. Okay, so what else are you doing? You're still doing your stand-up comedy.
Yeah.
Clive.
Well, I have. I'm also with a production company called Two Tribes.
That's your production
Yes,
company. Yeah.
yes.
So, and you've done a few things with Two Tribes.
Yes,
Why
we've
did you
done-
call it Two Tribes? I wanted to know that.
Well, I'm half Japanese.
I knew it.
Yeah,
I know you were
my
born.
mom cannot pronounce my name.
Your
so-
mom, you were born in Japan. I know that. You came to the U.S. when you were 15. Your dad's American, mom's Japanese.
Yep.
You speak 2 languages.
Yeah, English is my second language. Yeah.
Damn.
English is your second?
Yes.
Oh, come on. You speak
For real.
really good English.
Thank you.
Can you say something to me in Japanese? And it better be nice.
あなたのショーはとても綺麗なショーですね。
Oh, what was that?
Your show is such a beautiful show.
Oh, well, thank you. If
Yes.
can you, how do I say
Dang. I should probably leave the room.
I know.
Yeah, man, you're on your own now. Dang.
Oh, my
don't leave me.
goodness.
Don't leave me.
Screw
alone.
you, man.
What,
that
am I
was
that
really
scary?
that was
No, no,
pretty. No, man, that was like
that was like really deep.
pretty sexy,
you.
man. Yeah.
Thank you.
Dang.
Yeah.
Wish
Wow.
I could do that.
Okay, so you're half and half, and that's why you called half and half. Listen to me. Now
Yeah,
we're
it's half
talking
and
about
half,
coffee
it's fine.
creamers.
I am a coffee creamer.
5 minutes
Aren't
left.
we
Okay,
all?
poor Kurt. I think he just wants this to end already. Today.
I'm sorry, man.
So I had a feeling when I read that you called
Oh,
your
thank you.
production company Two Tribes. I said, I bet you it's because of his
Background,
background. So you've produced and you founded that in 2013.
Yes.
So it's been around about 3 years.
Yes.
You've done a couple of
Short
productions
films,
already. Short
winning
films. Tell me about it.
awards. It's been an
Wow.
amazing road. Like
Wow.
I just got nominated for Best Actor.
For what?
For
The Oscars?
I wish, but still
kidding.
a nomination at the Maverick film.
That's major.
Yeah.
That is very, very big.
Yeah, I know.
Wow.
I know. I'm just.
Wait, you didn't send me a clip of that?
I'm sorry.
Oh, come
It's just
on.
I just found out like 2 days ago, and I'm still like, I got nominated.
That
What?
is massive. Okay, but tell me tell me what that's for. It's for which film?
For
A short
Welcome
film.
to Welcome to Forever. I can't even speak anymore. I'm so nervous about it. But Welcome to
have
Forever.
it.
Exactly.
Welcome to Forever.
Welcome to Forever, short film by Laddie Irvin, great guy. Also a partner on Two Tribes, and we're working on a feature film next year.
What's it about, and what do you play?
I play Cal Jenner, who is basically a guy who exterminates people in the future. Yeah.
He exterminates them in the future.
Well, no, it takes place in the future, and I'm an exterminator for human beings.
Oh, how do you go about doing that?
Unplugging people, virtual people. So just
Oh.
plugging, yeah.
That's a cool job.
Yeah, you're gonna have to,
Right?
it's coming out on
There's
Amazon
a lot
Prime.
of people.
that.
There's a lot. It's coming out. There's a lot of people I'd like to exterminate. So that's kind of cool. So
Yeah.
it's coming out. Wait a minute, on Amazon Prime. Did
Yep.
I hear?
Yep.
Major. So
Thank you.
do you get a cut of that when Amazon Prime? Oh my God, I never say that. When Amazon Prime, when they pick you up, does two tribes get a cut of that?
Yes, yes,
That's nice.
yes. And we're gonna try to figure out what we're gonna do with that. And
That's a big deal.
do more products,
Okay, so
yeah.
you know somebody over there at Amazon Prime. Can they take a look at your Ninja project?
I don't know yet. It's like we're still in the pre-production area.
just-
so-
Justin's
Testing
like-
phase, essentially.
Yeah.
So you're just testing to see, is it going to be well received by the people who see it?
That is correct.
And well, I'm one of them, and I'm telling
Thank
you,
you,
it was
thank you.
terrific. And then next, then you go and try and shop it around.
That is true. Yeah.
Yeah, but Clive's always making stuff, and we're talking about making some other stuff coming up, and I vlog, so
Yeah, tell me what you
not
do.
not exactly Two Tribes, but I have a vlog, and I go on adventures and have actors on, and we kind of talk about acting a bit. It's sort of like Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee, but with me and a sandwich, and we actually went to my friend's teepee. He has a teepee in his backyard. He's an actor, and we just talk shop in the teepee. So
and then what do you do? You put it up on YouTube?
Put it up
or-
on YouTube. Yeah, do
And
fun
then how?
stuff with
Okay,
it.
then how many people watch stuff like that? Like I would not know to find you. So how do you get it out there?
It's growing. I have a Twitter, I have an Instagram, I have Facebook, and
It's all about your hashtags, pretty much, isn't it?
hashtags. Yeah, hashtag vlogger. That helps a lot. Yeah, and I just
Wait,
started
you
it.
hashtag vlogger?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it works, and people see it. The YouTube community is great. It's a fantastic community. Everybody's so nice and everybody's so supportive, and yeah. And I've got a couple projects coming out. One called Space Command, sci-fi project, feature film, awesome project in post-production, as well as a web series called Dark Web, which is I had a supporting role in, and awesome
And
project
who
as
produces
well.
that? Like, where would we see that up on
Dark
YouTube?
Web. It's going to be on. It has distribution. It's LRM online. It's called, and they're going to be releasing it. I believe on Halloween. So
That's
yeah,
pretty
it's
cool.
really fun. But you're right, web series are. That's
You know,
it. I mean,
as
that's
long as first of all, as long as the content is really good, which your
Yeah.
stuff is, but then you have to be your own salesperson, or you got to go out and find somebody. You got to sort of get in the beginning and get it out there. But to me, that's the refreshing part of all these
Yeah.
webisodes, because rather than have somebody else decide, you can do as much or as little as you can. And your own success, you can pretty much create it. As
Yep.
long as your product is decent enough and you're smart enough to know how to sell it.
Yeah.
That's the hard part, though, don't you find? Getting
honestly,
it,
there's a
no?
lot. Twitter, if you get the right traction, there's a lot to be done with it. Facebook is good still. Instagram is great.
Instagram's great, yeah, and Snapchat, and
collectively
what else?
Snapchat is good. Collectively, all together, you're your own PR person, and I can do a web series like Office Ninja and get it out and get 100 people to see it, more, maybe even more, right off the bat. So it's great. It's a great time to be releasing content. And
it really
doing
is.
your
The
thing.
old guard, the old school stuff is just, when cable came out, I remember thinking, I was a young kid when that happened. I remember thinking, wow, why? And then all of a sudden, that's all there is.
Yeah.
But I absolutely see the trend here, without a doubt. It's like, well, why would we keep the old guard around when we can have way more interesting programming? So,
and
like
it's not going anywhere.
It's not going away.
It's not. Yeah, YouTube. It's not. Everything's not going anywhere. It's
Yeah. All right, so people can find your show by
Facebooking on Office Ninja TV series.
Office Ninja TV series, and it goes right into your YouTube.
That is correct.
Okay. Yeah. And anything else where they can find you? And then we're going to go to YouTube.
Facebook, Clive Hawkins. Yeah. And,
and Facebook, Justin Sorvillo. I've got a regular Facebook. I've got an actor page. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Instagram. Justin Sorvillo, Sorvillo.
Wow.
That's very important.
I was
that
waiting
do
for
that.
.com. I was
I
like,
know.
wait,
Oh,
what's next?
no. It's Justin Sorvillo.
Yeah. Very
I do
nice.
have a website, too. But.
Well, a lot of success to you guys, because
Thank you.
this is not the first we're going to be hearing about this. This is terrific. So thank you so much for coming in.
You're awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
This was fun.
It was a really fun show. Started out a little crazy, but it was fun. And thanks for being here. And you guys, too. Thanks again for tuning in to another really cool edition of What's Up with Kobylt and Friends. And we will see you next week.
All right.